Well, hello, cosmic friend. Welcome to the Cancer season. Yes, we're already going towards summer. So, welcome. How was the Gemini season for you? Now, welcome to your cosmic news and your yoga practice. Let's move with intention and align with the cosmic energies. I'm your cosmic coach, astrologer, and yoga teacher, Eminem, and I'm here to help you navigate the transitions with astrology and movement. So stay tuned for the cosmic news or jump onto the next chapter for the yoga practice, and I'll see you in the mat. So, cosmic news, Cancer season. So I'm guessing that you probably felt the buzz of the Gemini season where we were just all over the place, and there was so much to do and the mind was so busy. So the beauty of the Cancer season is to bring us back to the heart. Summer. Take a breath. Vacation for me, for some. I hope so, anyways. And the Cancer sign is also known as a water sign and a cardinal sign. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And what they have in common is that they're initiators, they're leaders, they're the signs that mark the beginning of the season. There's a freshness to that sign, to those signs. That being said, that freshness, it's like a new beginning. So it's adjusting to that new energy. So we went from the buzzing energy to the center energy. They're also usually very dynamic and proactive. They're also great at starting projects, but they may struggle to follow through. So let's see. Oh, and I wanted to say happy birthday to all the Cancers out there. If you relate as being a Cancer, the Cancer energy is also very emotional. It's got that, that it's emotional. Like it's got that potential to connect with the feelings a little more than the other signs. Being a water sign, tears, emotions would be how we can describe the Cancer energy. They're also very protective, right? The Cancer sign is also a crab, so the crab will go into its shell to protect itself. So they're also known as being very family oriented. And then if they're aligned with their sign, they could also be very aligned with the intuition. Um, and once you follow your heart, it's easier to listen to your intuition. So it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Then it's also aligned with nostalgia, sensitivity, security, nurturing, introspection, and they're very attaching. So attachment is also a quality of the Cancer energy. So that being said, the mantra for the energy is I feel. So no wonder, right? Going back to the heart, feeling in the heart, feeling your emotions. Um, so they're all great qualities. Now the idea is to embrace it and embody it. That being said, in the Cancer season, there's a few key dates that are important to remember. And by the way, the Cancer season this year is from June 20th to July 21st. So, of course, on July 20th, that's when the sun enters the Cancer sign. So it's the return to the inner light. Then we have quite a few transit. It's going to be a fairly busy season, but I'll give you the main ones. We have a new moon on June 25th. So the new moon pretty much always falls on the sign of the season. So it's a new moon in Cancer. So that means that it's time to plant new seeds, a new intention that you want to see grow for the next 6 months. So this new moon will help you bring back to what matters the most. So what matters to you? What do you truly need and want? Then we have Mercury that's going to enter Leo on June 26th. Mercury is going to get that Leo energy, that rawr, let's move and communicate, and it's going to want to shine. And especially like the voice. So if there's something you've been holding back, you might get the support from Mercury in Leo by June 26th and the following days and weeks. And then let's see what else. We also have Venus that's going to enter the sign of Gemini. So if you're craving lightness and flow with your connection, well, you might just want to start playing a little more. So hence the vacation time. And on that day, we also have another big deal where Neptune is going to go retrograde in Aries. So there's that big energy there with Neptune that's been playing in the background. So stay tuned for that, because it's going to be a great time to discern between the illusion and the intuition. So some of you might have been feeling a bit of a void, and that's okay, because we're in this period where we're closing out a big cycle and we're starting a new big cycle. So you might be a bit pulled in both directions, and whether you want to be in with the new, you might have to go back and close the old. So hang in there, my friend. And then we have Uranus entering Gemini. So there's lots of energy actually in July where there's the outer planets are moving signs. So that's been a big deal in the astrology world. And Uranus being in Gemini on July 7, it's a breeze for a mental innovation, and it's going to steer you in all kinds of direction. Like Uranus is about surprises, shock, earthquake, and then Gemini is quick and feisty and wants to learn. So you see the energy right there. You just want to it just might be sudden. You'll have flashes of insight. You might get downloads of new inspiration. So perhaps you want to keep a notebook or voice and your voice app, so where you can take notes, because it's going to happen so quick that you might just forget. So if it's a great idea, write it down or voice it down on your phone. Then we have on July 10th will be the full moon in Capricorn. So what is it that you've planted 6 months ago? So going back to January, what was it that you wanted to create for 2025? So we're right at the middle of the year, and it's a good time to go back. What needs to be readjusted or aligned, so then you can move forward. So that will be a interesting full moon coming up. And then what else? Then we have Saturn that's going to go also retrograde in July 13. So it's going to be time to review your commitment. So quite aligned with the full moon, right? Just 3 days later. And you might just want to see what you're building and how it's working. Remember how I was talking about the old and the new? So Saturn being a father figure will also kind of give you that direction of what's working and what's not working. So enjoy that time. And then to conclude the Cancer season on July 18, we have Mercury that's also going to go into retrograde in Leo. So lots of retrograde energy, eh? And if you want to think about retrograde energy, like you could think about a movie, and whenever you watch that movie and it's showing you a scene, and then it's taking you back to a previous scene, that you can actually understand what happened, and kind of like reorganize, um, reorganize. It's like a reset, all the words with the RE that are gonna help you understand the picture when you go back to the main scene of the movie, if that makes sense. Um, so Mercury retrograde in Leo will be a great time to revisit how you actually express yourself, how you take up space, how you share your light. And then watch out for the misunderstanding. And perhaps hold on signing contracts with friends, connections. Yeah. Also, um, if you want to know a bit more about those cosmic updates, you could follow me on my Facebook page, and then you'll get your friendly cosmic reminder, because I know it's a lot. But that being said, I think it's let's wrap it up for the Cancer season, and let's go on the mat. So see you soon. Enjoy your Cancer season. I hope you get to relax and go back to your heart. Hmm. Well, hello, cosmic friend. Welcome to the your yoga, your cosmic yoga practice, and hey, how to embody the Cancer energy. So I've planned a very smooth practice, very gentle, very heart oriented. So I invite you to come to center, to sit comfortably with your legs crossed, and let's start with your hands at your heart. Take a deep breath, inhale fully, and exhale fully. You may close your eyes, roll the shoulders back and down, and just connect with your breath. And then drop into your heart. And I invite you to create an intention for your practice today, right here, right now, or also an intention for your whole Cancer season. And usually the first thing that comes into mind is the way to go. So inhale fully through the nose and exhale fully through the nose, keeping the mouth shut. You want to hear the sound at the back of your throat. So a couple more times, inhale fully and exhale fully. So practicing Ujjayi breath to calm the mind and to drop into your heart. And then slowly release the hands. And let's move on to all four for a tabletop. So I've got my hands right below my shoulders, so shoulders above the wrists. I want to align my hips above the knees. And then some of you might want to tuck the toes under or go right onto the top of the feet. The head's aligned with the spine. I'm going here for cat-cow to warm up the spine. So inhale, pushing the tailbone up towards the sky while I'm gazing up towards my brows. Gently squeeze your bum around your spine, gaze in towards your navel. And then move on with your own breath and your own rhythm. So inhale into cow, exhale into cat. So a couple more times. Inhale cow, exhale cat. So you're creating space between your vertebrae, massaging your spine. And then slowly come on back to center. Let's create a bit of balance here. So I want to gently push my right leg out, left arm up, and then gently release. Let's do the same on the other side. So extend the right leg, the left leg out. I'm sorry, right arm out, and then gently release. Let's do this a couple more times with ease and grace. So flowing from one side to the other. I'm trying to push my heel back and then back to center. One more time on each side. Lengthen from the fingertip to the heel and then release. And last time, take a deep breath and then release gently. So from here, I'm going to bring my bum down towards my heel for Balasana, child's pose. So some of you might want to bring the knees together. Some of you might want to have the knees apart. Some of you might want to create a little pillow for your forehead. And then just come here into child's pose, which is the Cancer pause, we'll say, the asana, which is allowing us to move in to our shell, to check in with the heart, to release the tension into your lower back, and to really connect with yourself. How are you doing truly right now? And then gently from here, you're going to walk the hands as far forward as you can as you're bringing your bum up. But then from here, I want to melt the heart. So I'm going to make a point here to actually tuck my toes under and really push my tailbone up as I'm melting my heart onto the mat. And then I'm trying to um, connect my third eye, my brows onto the earth. Really trying to rest the mind and really dropping into the heart. So melting your heart away. Perfect. Let's take a deep breath here. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Then with the next inhale, gently move forward. So rooting the hands and then gently lowering down onto your belly. And then this time you're going to go onto the top of the feet. Inhale and then feel your heart away from the mat into cobra. Just like that. Perfect. So some of you might want to have the arm extended. Some of you might want to drop the arm into a little cobra. So go with your spine. So little cobra, big cobra. Okay. So let's transition and let's do this again twice. Okay. So for the second time, so I'm pushing my tailbone back and then melting the heart. So forehead grounding with the earth. Taking 2 full breaths. And then gently moving forward into cobra. So here, little cobra or long cobra. Perfect. Trying to keep the feet aligned with the hips. And then bring the corners of your mouth by your ears into a beautiful smile. And then let's press back into child's pose this time. So walking the forearms back and then dropping your tailbone back towards your heels. So a couple more breaths. So it's a very gentle practice. And then slowly release. Let's come on up to the center of your mat, onto your bum, into a sitting position. And then from here, I want to come down onto my back. I want to make sure that my knees are right above the heels. And then let's play with bridge pose, because what goes under a bridge? Yes, you got it. Water, and Cancer being a water sign, I thought that was appropriate. So some of you might want to brush their ankles with their middle finger. So that's kind of how you know that you are good in a line. So your knees are above your ankles and your knees are aligned with the hips. Some of you might notice that your knees are going to go a bit wider. So if you have a block or a book or something that you can squeeze your knees with, you can press pause and get it. Otherwise, the idea here is to bring the chin up towards the sky. I want to inhale fully. And then with the exhale, I'm squeezing my bum and then gently lifting my pelvis up towards the sky. Yeah. Then exhale, gently release. So we're going to flow from one to the other. So exhale up, inhale down. And then up and then down. And a couple more times, up and down. And then going up. Now this time we're going to stay here for a few breaths. So some of you might want to roll the shoulders under and release the fingers underneath. Remember to bring your chin up so you're maintaining the curve into your neck. Breathe into your hip flexors right here. Your glutes are engaged. Whew, goodness. Deep breath. And then gently release all the way down, bringing the knees towards the chest, massaging the lower back. So you can think of your crab being on his back. Yeah? So balasana, upside down. And then gently release the feet down on the ground. Open up the knees and try to keep your feet together into a Supta Baddha reclined butterfly. Yeah. So stretching the hips and then breathing. If you need support for your knees, you may also grab cushions. We're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. And then gently bring the knees back to center, releasing the legs down. And then this is it, my friend. Just a nice and easy practice. Getting you ready for Shavasana. So inhale and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your whole body. And exhale, release. Let's do this a couple more times. Inhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale, release. And last time, inhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale, release. Let's pretend we're at the beach, feeling the sunshine onto our skin, feeling the breeze, hearing the water hit the shore. Truly relaxing. If you want more of this, you can press pause and then just hang here. And then from here, gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bring your arms above your head and stretch from head to toes. And then gently roll onto one side. And then gently press yourself up to a sitting position. Come back to center, to where we started. Hmm. And I want to thank you for your time and take a moment to remember your intention. Perhaps write it down. And yes, thank you for your time. Um, and take the time to also thank your body for all the gentle hard work that you did. And if you know anyone that could benefit from this practice, please feel free to share. um, and if you are into astrology, yoga, well-being, please go check out my website and let's see if we can work together. Um, at least to start with a cosmic direction where I can actually look into your birth chart and give you a cosmic direction of the energies that are happening. How can you get supported by what's happening in the sky? So wouldn't that be nice to know which house is being impacted? So then you would actually know where to direct your energy. Is it family, career, health? Let's find out. So on that note, and as always, infinite peace and freedom for the world. And namaste. Hmm. Thank you.